Day 3 of grouse camp, and I feel like I'm finally starting to hit my stride. I hunted with Stedman today, and he counted 107 flushes over the course of the day.
That sounds like an awful lot of grouse. Are you sure that number is correct? Although numbers are certainly Rich's media, his number sounds suspiciously high to me.
No, he was adamant about the number being 107. No more, no less. Rich keeps a running tally in his head.
Well, he's the trained scientist. I'd say I have to take his word for it.
Speaking of science, did you see that the American Anthropological Association recently came up with a new mission statement that removes the word science in its description of anthropology? The previous mission statement had called anthropology a science.
I bet Tidball is crestfallen.
Well, I don't know about crestfallen, but I bet he is disappointed.
Tidball is very resilient. He will get over it.
I'll say. He was trained as an anthropologist, you know.
Yes, he is an astute observer of the human condition. Plus he has a colorful gun collection.
You can say that again. I have always been a big fan of his magical guns of mystery.
Indeed. It is a wonder that with some of the guns he uses, he manages to shoot anything at all.
Do you know something funny? Every time I hunt with him, he seems to shoot at the exact same birds I shoot at. What is weird is that he always seems to make the shot, and he can tell from his angle that I have missed the shot. This tends to happen, for example, when we are goose hunting. It is absolutely uncanny how many times that has happened to me.
You don't say. Many times when I am duck hunting with Tidball, I let him shoot while I sit back and watch, and he misses. It is absolutely uncanny how many times that has happened to me.
Coincidence?
I think not.
Do you know who else is a good shot and a good scientist? Stedman. I once saw him shoot a bird out of a tree, and it only took him 3 shells.
Ouch. He gets better results in his sociology research. That is real science.
I'll say. He once gave a bunch of GPS units to a bunch of Pennsylvania deer hunters to see where they go when they are in the woods. Turns out they brag about going deep into the wilderness, whereas most of them just hunt near the roads where they have parked their cars. Kind of like the sociology and anthropology of hunting tall tales, all wrapped up in one.
Fascinating. And this is science.
According to Rich, it is science. Maybe not test tube science, but real, honest-to-goodness social science. You know, the kind they do in movies with actors wearing white lab coats. Speaking of white lab coats, that Conley sure is one handsome Labrador retriever. That is just an aside.
Of course.
And speaking of Rich's shooting skills, I once witnessed Rich shoot at a pie plate from 15 feet and miss. He was using a hand-me-down 16-gauge slug gun he got from Larry Gigliotti. He looked like Sarah Palin shooting at caribou.
Ouch.
He tried to blame the gun not working properly on Tantillo. You know, what with his ethics. At any rate, Rich is not as interested in fine guns as Keith is. Although for a present, Rich's wife got him a new CZ Bob White shotgun, which is a nice gun.
Every man should have such a wife, to quote Thoreau.
Did you know, Rich keeps an extensive shooting journal where he methodically and painstakingly tracks every shot he takes. It is a marvel of applied statistics.
Indeed. I have seen Rich's shooting journal. It is a weighty tome, full of numbers and hunting gravitas.
Plus it is just the thing to throw at Tantillo's head when Jim is getting cheeky.
Indeed. Whoever said statistics is boring was lying through his teeth.
There is that familiar sound again. Time for dinner.
I think Kleinman is whipping up a batch of woodcock legs.
Yummy. Kleinman is more of an artist in the kitchen, not a scientist. You could say, food preparation is his métier.
Indeed.
And who knows, maybe Coggins will treat us to a dissertation about how he calculates shooting percentages. Did you know Coggins can use two shells to go 1-for-1 on a bird? That is really doing some creative science.
Genius.